Okay, so last time I talked about the problem on the right with not calling out Crowder, and now here's another one, and I actually think this one's a bigger one. The right, here's a message for you. Now, I want you to listen to me very carefully, okay? Okay? This is from black people, someone who has majority black friends, and knows what's going on there. Let me tell you what black people think when it comes to the right, okay? Black people left and right, let me tell you something. Candice Owens is a fucking racist. Okay, she hates black people, clearly. Alright? I know the white conservatives are like, oh, she's what a black conservative should aspire to be. No. No. If you say that, no, fuck you, don't say that. You're basically telling us to be a sellout and an actual race traitor, which I hate that word, and I hate using that word. I can't think of anything else. I mean, I will never call another black person the C word, ever. This is the only person who's gotten me close. Okay? And I'm gonna show you why, and why she needs to go. Stop platforming her. She was a grifter and a race hustler. Alright? And we're gonna go over this one. So, remember how I said there was the difference between like white liberal racism and white conservative racism, where white conservative racism will be very heavy-handed? And what I meant was, like, they'll just come at you with some race realism nonsense, and like they won't try to hide it. But like white liberal racism will be like listening to the most fucked up rap songs you could hear and going, that was, you know, produced by white people, performed by black people, and listened to by white people, and say like, oh, that's just their culture. Alright? And the right agreed with me when I said that. Going, yeah, that's the veiled racism of the left. Look at this. This bitch literally says this, word for word, and the right didn't call her a racist at all. Look at this. See, when we came to Cardi B, look. There's so many women complaining about how men treat women. Cardi B begs the question, how do women treat themselves? We can fix black culture if we can't do it if we keep pretending it's not broken. If you say that softcore porn that Cardi B was performing was black culture, you are a fucking racist. Okay? I'm serious. That is not our fucking culture. Alright? And she is insanely out of touch and just whores herself out to white conservatives. And you guys are not catching on to the grift. And I was like, that is the same veiled white liberal racism I show to conservatives all the time and they agree. But for some reason, when she does it, you all don't catch it. Okay? She was literally saying in another Twitter thread, we show 12-year-old girls Cardi B and young black girls look up to her. We don't show our kids that. The Grammys had record low ratings because of this shit. You really think we show our kids that? Really? Okay. And I want to address things conservatives are saying because they are falling for this race hustle, and you need to stop using. She's just going to use the shield of I'm black, I can't be racist. Alright? That is a shield. They are selling you bullshit through black faces. You need to wake up for this, and you need to yeet her. Get rid of her. She is the worst black conservative you have. And after that, get rid of ABL too. And then maybe Brandon Tatum as well. Oh, and Marcus Rogers. Get rid of him too. Clean these people out. Get rid of them. Alright? So let's go into... We're gonna look at a couple of Ben's videos first. Alright? I'm glad Candice says African Americans need to hold themselves accountable for the behavior rather than blaming everything on racism. Well, actually we don't, but the leftist media portrays it like we do. And if the right knew any black people, we know we do have grievances with racism, but none of y'all listen. We'll go, hey, police brutality has been a problem, and it affects you too, and I don't know why you keep defending it. Which you have been. Right? We go, hey, redlining in our community is a problem still. We would like that addressed. Systematic racism is still a problem. We would like that addressed. Right? And they'll go, stop bitching, nigga. Candice always is sitting there going, fucking, black people, get over slavery. We have a contract that's promised to us, right? And this bitch is from, like, the Caribbean or something. Her ancestry goes to the Caribbean or some shit, so it's real easy for her to say that shit. right? Her ancestry doesn't even go there. Okay? So no, we're not going around being perpetual victims. White liberals like to prop up their black tokens, just like the right does with, you know, their token black conservatives, and both of y'all fall for it. Your only exposure to black people is through media. You don't know any black people. If you literally think this is what the majority of us do. Candice, no, this is an attack on Western culture. Yes, Cardi B's an attack on Western culture. Yes. Again, that's why the Grammys had record low ratings, right? So is this cultural decay? You'll say that, but I'm like, why simultaneously is this representative of American culture going downhill when the ratings are also going down? Wouldn't that show we're rejecting this crap? I'm saying you got to pick one. There's a big difference between being woke and being awake. Okay, so all the conservatives that come out of, you know, act like social justice warriors, I'll just say they're awake. And I'll just use it the same as woke. I'm so glad. You see, Candice hasn't given up over the years. She's endured enough hate to make anyone throw in the towel. She's a tough son of a bitch. She's the one who goes... she's the one who wants them. She's the one who goes on Twitter, says inflammatory things on a leftist square. Like, you know, Twitter is mostly leftist, screeching leftist. And then when the leftists screech at her, she goes, help, I'm the victim, I'm the victim. Look at Western culture, it's falling apart. And then the right simultaneously will say, Twitter's not real life, stop pandering to Twitter. Which is it? Pick one. Is Twitter real life or is Twitter not real life? Can't be both. I'm judging by things like the ratings and certain policy getting pushed and the backlash to it. Twitter isn't real life. But conservatives selectively think Twitter is real life. See, this guy gets it. They're not destroying values. They are trying to destroy American values. That's why no one's watching the Grammys. America's spoken. We don't want their crap. So that shows it's not working and we don't like it. Right? So the culture's not falling apart. I mean, when you see a sophisticated, well-intended woman like Candice, you gotta be a real racist and not a leftist made-up one to actually judge her not from her character. I'm judging her from her character, and she's a fucking racist. Alright? There's nothing sophisticated about whoring yourself out to just say whatever white conservatives want to say, to just whatever the left says about black people, say the opposite. Okay? This is... I don't understand how you guys cannot see through this grift. It is frustrating, man. Come on. Candice Owens is going to be a megastar eventually. She's taking the slow and steady road. She's a sure thing. Let me get this to you, white conservatives. If you do this and prop her up as like a good black conservative, your black vote's gone. It's gone. Nobody liked... Everyone in the black community hates her. None of us like her. You know, she's used as the token black for the white conservatives. Okay? Because I noticed the right doesn't like a lot of black conservatives because a lot of the actual black conservatives will come to the Republican Party and go, this needs to stop. Stop doing this. We don't like this. All right? We have problems. What can you offer our community? And most of the time you shun us off and push us away. And then it's like, well, what do you think black people will do if you do that? And don't come at me going, I'm a lefty for attacking the right. No, I hate the left, okay? I think they're full of shit. And I think they're a bunch of racists too. But if you go, we have a bunch of racists too, we're just slightly less racist. That's not convincing me or any other black people to vote conservative. Which I usually do. I have never voted Democrat, and I have a couple times voted Republican. And the Libertarians need to get their shit together. Alright? If the Libertarians get their shit together, bye. Alright, but anyway. Oh my god, Candice is literally wearing a necklace that says mother in Hebrew, if I didn't love her already. Isn't it funny how she would wear that when she's talking to Ben, an Orthodox Jew? This is not me attacking Jews, this is me saying she's a political whore. Like, if you saw someone like me going into a job interview, you know, in a like Jewish area, and I randomly, as a Christian, had a yarmulke on, you would be like, you pandering motherfucker. But I don't know how the white conservatives can't see through this crap. No. See, look at, you got like just nothing but white people going, you know, we're with you, we love you, we love you. You know, you guys are going, we're going to run her in 2024. If you do that, you will lose all of the black vote. I will say everything Trump got you, you will lose everything Trump got you, and then more some that you already had. You need to start listening to black people, not tokens. Just start listening to other black conservatives besides ABL and Candice Owens. Because guess what? Again, she is... I don't understand why white conservatives fawn over her and then go, I don't get why the left will call us racist. I don't get why black people believe them when we say we're racist. Well, you're propping up a racist and saying how smart and intelligent she is. And you see, I see some go, the ideal black conservative. You think I want to vote for that? You know what I mean? I hope this is getting through to you because, you know, some of you, I don't know how to get through to you. Alright, let's move over to Tim's video now. Candice, we can do better. Cardi, no we can't. Who do you want your kids to follow? Okay. So, Steve and Candice, I know you all think Cardi B is representative of us because I know all of you think that we're a bunch of booty bumping fucking monkeys, okay? Because that's the impression you're giving me if you go, that's black culture. You know, and you go, we need to do better. But, yo, fuck, no, listen, from black people, do this, fuck Candice Owens and fuck Cardi B. We don't like either of them. You can keep both of them, okay? Get rid of both of them. I hope the Hollywood lefties fucking get rid of her, and I hope the right gets rid of Candice, and then I think we would be better off. Oh my god, this guy. Oh my god, my dude. You are okay. The real racists are the ones who promote people like Cardi B and George Floyd as cultural icons while doing everything they can to ignore the wisdom of people like Thomas Sowell and Candice Owens. No, the real racists are the people who look to people like Candice Owens, who says Cardi B is black culture and black culture needs to be fixed and it's toxic. And then go that and go, that's who, we need that wisdom. We need wisdom from black people like that. So no, guess what? You're both the real racists, okay? And maybe, you know, a lot are ignorant. They don't know any better. They don't know any black people. They know nothing of the black community, which Candice knows nothing of the black community. And, you know, hopefully I get through to you that if you're just ignorant, just think about it when I say she's just a race hustler. Okay? So they quote Jordan Peterson, when ignorance destroyed culture, monsters emerge. And I got another video coming that's going to show that goes both ways, because the right now is... Whew. The last couple weeks, y'all been fucking up and falling apart, and I don't know what's going on with you all. Oh my god. Imagine how disgusted your mom would be if you brought Cardi B home and introduced her as your partner. Your mom would be absolutely disgusted. Now imagine introducing Candice Owens to your mom. She would be proud to have you as a family member. With a name like Dick, I'm assuming you're white. Right? Of course, I wouldn't be surprised if a white conservative family would be like, oh, you found one of the good ones. Let me tell you something. If I brought a fucking, you know, if I brought a Hollywood hoe home, my mama would be mad. And if I brought someone home who said that nonsense is black culture and black culture needs to be improved, my mom would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Boy, why are you bringing racists home? Candice is smart. She's getting in the heads of millions of young Cardi B fans. Hopefully she can get those young girls to listen to her. If you do, the next generations of conservatives will be really racist towards black people, and I don't want that. Do not show her to your kids. Don't show either of them to your kids. They're both toxic and bad. Candice have been developing really well over the last few years, is moving nicely from the fresh, young, brash to a very smooth, compelling lady. So you mean she's turning more into a snake? Look at the tone deafness, or no, I don't know the word, but just look. Proud moment when I asked my 16-year-old daughter what her thoughts on Cardi B were. She responded with a horrified face and merely said that her music and words are disgusting. You know that when you have brought up your child with morals and values, she doesn't feel pressure to fit in with the type of vile culture. Thank you, Ben and Candice, for having a voice for so many people who feel the same. This type of culture is vile. But Candice just said that was black culture. Do you think young black girls don't say the same thing? You don't think we bring up our children with morals and values? Because black people are overwhelmingly socially conservative. Most of us are church-going conservatives. But y'all can't figure out why you can't. I'll show you shit like what Candice is saying, and then you go, nah, that can't be it. That can't be why black people vote Democrat. That can't be it. I am trying to get through to you. Listen to me, please. I gotta stop here, because I can go on forever, and, like, my blood pressure is gonna keep going up if I keep going. Especially because I shouldn't do these after I get home from the gym, because my temper will get shorter, but I think I'm doing a good job of not yelling. Okay? So, you know how it is about staying safe and, you know, not getting shot. Remember to stay strapped or you could get clapped.